welcome you all for direct taxation class. In today's session, we will take up a case study on minimum alternative tax. This has been appeared in December 2017, Jan 2018 question paper, right? So I will go with the problem. XYZ Limited is engaged in the business of manufacturing toys. The profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2020 is as follows. They have given the profit and loss account statement here, right? Debit side, to salary 3,10,000, to general expenses 12 lakh, to dividend proposed 70,000, to depreciation 8,20,000, to income tax 4,50,000, to donation to NDF 1 lakh, to outstanding custom duty 25,000, to advertisement 25,000, to net profit 8 lakh, total 38 lakh. Credit side, by sales 33 lakh, by withdrawn from general reserve 3 lakh, by short term capital gain 2 lakh, total 38 lakh. This is the information provided in profit and loss account statement. So additional information also they have provided. First one, general expenses include payment to National Laboratory rupees 10,000, penalty for breach of custom law 25,000, payment made in cash rupees 32,000, cash transaction paid rupees 5,000. Second one, depreciation under section 32 rupees 10 lakh. Third one, following losses are to be set off. That is, for tax purpose also they have given, for accounting purpose also they have said, where brought forward loss of 2016-17 for tax purpose is rupees 6 lakh, for accounting purpose it is 5 lakh. Unobserved depreciation for tax purpose it is nil, for accounting it is 3,50,000. Fourth one, long term capital gain during the year is rupees 3 lakh. Compute total income of the company for the assessment year 2020-21. Also compute tax liability. Apply MAT. Right. So here they have asked us to calculate the total income as well as the tax liability, keeping in mind minimum alternative tax. So what you need to do here is, you need to work out based on the income tax provision, that is one set, and you need to calculate the tax liability. Afterwards, you have to apply minimum alternative tax, where based on book profit 15% rate is charged. So based on that, you need to calculate the tax liability. Out of two, whichever is more will be considered as tax liability for the company. Clear? So first thing, based on the provided information, we will go with the computation of tax on total income as per the income tax provision. Clear? Right. So first thing is, when P&L account is given, you need to check the P&L account, right? So first, whatever the net profit as per P&L account is there, that need to be considered. Net profit as per P&L account. So what is the amount they have given? 8 lakh. Clear? Next, add disallowed expenses. Disallowed expenses. So which are the disallowed expenses? You need to see the P&L account debit side, as well as you have to observe the additional information also. Clear? So here, what are the information that is provided with respect to disallowed expenses? We go one by one, right? So payment towards, they have made National Laboratory. Payments to National Laboratory, right? So 10,000 they have paid. Afterwards, payment made in cash. So more than 10,000 you cannot make it in cash, right? So payment made in cash, 32,000. Clear? Next, also there is a penalty that is given in adjustment. Penalty with respect to breach of custom law, right? So that is 25,000. Next one, proposed dividend. Proposed dividend is there, that is 70,000. Next component, depreciation is there. So in depreciation part, you need to check there. So what is the thing they have given here? In depreciation, under section 32, 10 lakh is the exemption what they have said, right? That is one thing in the additional information. Afterwards, in the debit side of your P&L account, they have given 8,20,000. So don't get confused here. Just take the amount that is in your P&L account statement, right? So depreciation 8,20,000, right? So afterwards, income tax is given, right? Income tax, that is 4,50,000. Next, donation to NDF. So NDF in the sense National Defence Fund. Donation to NDF, National Defence Fund. So that is 1 lakh. Outstanding custom duty is also there. Outstanding custom duty. So that is 25,000. Right. So these are the information that will be disallowed and it will be added back to your net profit. Clear? So 15,32,000. So if you observe here, these are the amount which were not at all related to their business. So what they did, they have shown this as expenses and reduced their net profit. Understanding? So next thing, next we should go with what? We have to deduct or we have to see the allowances which are allowed or expenses which are allowed, right? And also what are the other heads income that are not included or that are not related to this business income, that also we need to check. So if you sum up this, what is the total is 23,32,000. 23,32,000 you got. Afterwards, less means this is related to other heads of income which are not related. or it might be any amount withdrawn, right? So here amount withdrawn is there, amount withdrawn from general reserve, amount drawn from general reserve. How much? 3 lakh. And short term capital gain is also there. Short term capital gain. So short term capital gain amount is 2 lakh. So if you add this, it is 5 lakh. So now you need to reduce this. So what is the amount that will be remaining here? 18 lakh 32,000. I'll write it here. $18,32,000. Clear? Next, out of this, you need to check the expenses that are allowed. So, less expenses allowed. Expenses allowed. So, which are the expenses allowed that has been given in the problem here? Right? That we need to post it here. So there is a payment towards National Laboratory. So where they say that if you are giving 100 rupees, 200 rupees you can claim as a deduction. Right? Means 200% is what they are giving you as a allowed expenses. Right? So payment to National Laboratory. What you have made. So it was 10,000 into 200% means 20,000. Clear? Afterwards, depreciation is there under section 32. Depreciation under section 32. How much? 10 lakh. Is there any other information? No, right? So this is 10 lakh 20,000. Right. Now, if you deduct, remaining amount will be set as your business income. If you deduct, you will be getting 8 lakh 12,000. This is set as your business income. Clear? Next, after giving the, after calculating the business income, next thing is we need to check with other aspects, right? In case if there is any loss or depreciation, all those things we need to check before we calculate the total income, right? So, less, there is a brought forward loss with respect to 16-17. They have given with respect to income tax norms, right? How much? 6 lakh. That is brought forward loss for 2016-17. Clear? So what is the amount you will get now here? Remaining amount that if you deduct, you will getting 2,12,000. This is the total income of the business. This is the total income of the business or net income of the business, we can call it as. Right? So one head information is over. Next thing is we need to calculate the total income. So when you are calculating total income, all the 5 heads of income should be taken into consideration. So in this case, the information is available with respect to income from capital gain is available for us. So that we will add it back here. Right? So add income from capital gain, right? So there are two components that has been given. One is short term capital gain they have given, right, as well as long term capital gain they have given, right? So short term capital gain, how much is the amount they have given? 2 lakh. Long term capital gain they have given 3 lakh. So it is 5 lakh. Clear? Now if you add, it will be 7 lakh 12,000. 7 lakh 12,000. This is said as your gross total income. Gross total income. Clear? Right? Out of this, you need to give deduction. There is a donation given to National Defence Fund, right? So where 100% of that amount is given as deduction. So less deduction under section 80G, that is donation, right? So what is that? NDF at 100%. So 1 lakh. Remaining amount is 6 lakh 12,000. Clear? So 6 lakh 12,000 is your total taxable income. Total taxable income. Clear? So here, as per the normal income tax provision, we have calculated the income, right? So now total taxable income is 6 lakh 12,000. Next, what we need to do? We need to calculate the tax liability. So hope you are clear with this, right? Right? So now net profit has been considered. Afterwards, which are the disallowed expenses that was deducted, right? That was deducted. Disallowed expenses was deducted. Then we added back the what? Income from capital gain. Giving all the expenses, we arrived at business income. Based on that, next we added back income from capital gain. So we got gross total income 7 lakh 12,000. We arrived at total taxable income 6 lakh 12,000. On this, we need to calculate the tax, that is normal tax on total income. Clear? Please. So normal tax, how you will calculate? So this is the total income what we have arrived at, that is 6 lakh 12,000, right? Now tax liability you need to calculate. So normal tax rate is 30%. Normal tax at 30%. Clear? So 6 lakh 12,000 into 30% you need to calculate. So what is the amount you will be getting? 1,83,600. Clear? 1,83,600. Next, what you need to do? Add surcharge. Will surcharge is applicable here? No, because the gross total income is not crossing 1 CR. That is 1 crore. So nil. Same amount will be carried on. Right? For this, you need to add health and education cess at 4%, means on 1,83,600 you need to calculate 4%, right? So you will be getting 7,344. Clear? Next, if you add up, you will get 1,90,944. 1,90,944. This is tax payable or tax liability. This is as per what? This is as per income tax provision, normal provision. Right? Hope you are clear with this, right? So next part of this case study is what? You need to assess based on the book profit. Right? So computation need to be done based on the book profit, and also you should calculate the tax liability under section 115 JB, that is minimum alternative tax. Right? So we will go with that. Right. Next is computation based on book profit. Right. So here also we will go with net profit as per P&L account. We need to consider. Net profit as per P&L account. Right? Net profit as per profit and loss account. How much it is? 8 lakh. Clear? For this, you need to add disallowed expenses. Add disallowed expenses. So which are the disallowed expenses? So again, it is similar. You have calculated with respect to normal provisions, right? So where all the disallowed expenses will not be considered in your book profit, there are specified allowances, disallowed expenses that need to be considered here. So with respect to this, we will consider proposed dividend. So what is the amount of proposed dividend? That is 70,000. Next is income tax is there. Income tax, that is 4,50,000. Next is depreciation is there, 8,20,000. If you sum up this, you will be getting 13,40,000. Clear? Afterwards, add these two. So you will be getting 21,40,000. Right. Next, you need to deduct. Which are the amounts that will be deducted here? Amount withdrawn from general reserve. Amount withdrawn from general reserve, that is 3 lakh. Next is depreciation is given. This will be for current year. Depreciation 8,20,000. Next, we also have brought forward business loss as well as unobserved depreciation. Brought forward business loss as well as unobserved depreciation we have. That out of this, whichever is lesser will be considered, right? Brought forward business loss or brought forward unobserved depreciation. Unobserved depreciation. Out of this, whichever is less. So, here 5 lakh or 3,50,000. So, whichever is less means 3,50,000 is less. Understanding, right? So, sum of these and take it in outer column, that is 14,70,000. Next, after deducting this value, right, you will be getting the amount that will be said as your book profit. Book profit, that is 6,70,000. Right. So, now we have arrived at the book profit. Next thing is what? Tax on book profit. Tax on book profit at 15%. So, on 6,70,000, 15%. So, how much you will be getting? That is 1,05,000. Right. Next, surcharge. Again, here in this case, nil, right? You need to add health and education cess at 4%. Understanding? 4% you need to add. So, 1,05,000 into 4%. So, how much you will get? You will get 4,020. So, sum up this. You will be getting 1,04,520. So, this is tax payable. Tax payable, tax liability, tax on income. Anything can be said. This is B. Clear? Now, we have computed as per the provision of minimum alternative tax, right? So, based on this, now what we will do here is we will compare based on the normal tax provision based on the book profit. Clear? In this case, tax on total income based on the normal provision is 1,90,094. That is 1,90,944 we got when we calculated it as per the normal provision. As per the book profit, what we have got? 1,04,520, whichever is more. So, which is more? Tax is payable as per the normal provision is more. So, that will be considered and the company need to pay the tax as per the normal tax provision. So, that is 1,90,944. Clear? Hope you have understood. So, here normally for case study, if they are giving, this is what the pattern they will give, it will be asked for 20 marks. Clear? But and one more thing here is, majorly here The theoretical background is very important. So theoretical concepts, what need to be added, what need to be deducted, which are the deductions, that if you are knowing, posting the entries is very easy. Just you need to observe the profit and loss account, debit side, credit side, as well as the additional information what they have given. So based on that, you need to post it, and you need to first calculate with respect to normal provision. Afterwards, you need to calculate with book profit, that is minimum alternative tax. So based on that, whichever is higher will be the tax that is payable. Clear? Thank you.